Hello Virgo, welcome into the channel. I hope you are doing well. You are up next for the Celtic cross reading. So the astrology dice did choose you. Okay. So we will roll the dice to see how many times I need to shuffle the deck for your board. Keep in mind that if other energies come out in the reading, you'll have to use your discernment and place parties where it fits. It could very easily be reversed. It is just energy. Okay, so just want to make sure we get that cleaned up because I didn't really get a chance last time. So make sure the sage is going. All right, so how many rolls do we need? How many shuffles for our Virgos? 6. Number 6 could mean something. Doesn't have to. All right. What do we got going on for the Virgos? Celtic cross. What's going on for Virgo? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. What do we got for our Virgos? Ooh. Are you rejecting something? With the devil crossing you? Oh my. Okay. Huh. Okay, Virgo. So like I was saying, your current energy is I think you're at a point where you're ready to reject something, somebody. All right, you got the devil crossing you. So somebody is in devil energy, codependent possibly, addictions. Okay, so it could be the fact of it's time to reject somebody because you know that there are challenges with something that's toxic. Okay? Right off the bat. So we've got Capricorn energy. Let me pause you for 1 second. I swear, my dog, I think he's on my bed whining, wanting me to go to bed with him right now. Let me just double check real quick. Virgo, I'm sorry. I'm back. My dog was on my bed. I have a bed that sits really high. He knows he can't jump down because he had an episode back in the springtime, so he had to go to the emergency room. So he was whining to get down. Now he's here with me. Confirmation. My thought also was, because of that happening, I feel like someone's tugging on you all the time, and I can tell you because of the cards that had come out, but I feel like someone's always kind of pulling on you and needing you for something. And like I said, what's crossing you here is the devil. So there's something that's very toxic. Like I said, there's somebody that's codependent. there's some sort of addiction, and you're at a point where I think you're kind of feeling disgusted and wanting to kind of like reject whoever this person is. What you need to focus on, you've got the Hanged Man. So right, you got a lot of majors coming out. So there's a lot of big energy right now, and this is like a major shift for you. This isn't a joke. Like, you're making major changes in your life. The Hanged Man is, your suggested approach is, okay, let's start looking at this situation. Let's take a pause and see it from a different angle and pay attention, because in the future, the past, you have the Empress. So you could have been married to this person, and you felt like you had to mother this person. So I feel like this is a relationship, and it was like you always felt like you were the mother. You could have been older than this person. And like I said, with my dog pulling on me and needing me, I'm his mom, I'm his caregiver. So I got to do a bunch of stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to go away, and trying to prepare myself and him is a lot of work, on top of a job. So it's kind of like you're constantly needing to do something for somebody. Your strength is, well, you've got the Hermit. That's you. That's your power card. So your strength is the fact that you have the ability to go within and understand what's really happening here. Virgos usually don't put up with, people who are acting up, right? You don't hesitate to handle the situation, kind of, put somebody in their place. And if you're done, you're done. So you're not one to really put up with it. But you do have the ability to go in and see what's happening in this situation. In the near future, you've got the Three of Swords. So it looks like you're definitely going to find yourself needing to separate from this person. Okay. Yeah, it's going to hurt a little, right? The Three of Swords, three swords in the heart, that doesn't feel good. It's not something you enjoy, but you, with the strength in the Hermit, I think you're realizing it is time to start pulling away from this person, because it is becoming so toxic. Your suggested approach, well, we've got the Sun card. So we've got another major. So right now we've got Capricorn, we have Virgo, we have Pisces, we have Taurus, we have Libra, and now we have Leo. So we've got a lot of different energy on the board here right now. And so with your suggested approaches, it's time to find your happiness. It's time to see the truth. I think that you're capable of seeing the truth of what's happening in this situation. And it's time to see what's happening, and then to get back out and find your happiness. You are not happy right now. Okay? This is somebody, their arms are crossed. They're frustrated. They don't, it's you're literally feeling disgusted by this person and just totally wanting to reject them. And that's why in the near future, the separation, and I think this too. I think you feel it. So it's time to see the truth, get out, find your happiness again, okay? Because what you need to know is you've got the Death card. Well, here you've got another major. So Scorpio energy. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 majors in a 10 card pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6. Just making sure. So what you need to know is, okay, this is done. This is over with. I think you have already emotionally started to check out of this situation. And now it's, all right, it's time to end it so something new, you can start a new chapter in your life. And rise like the phoenix. This may have been a little bit of a setback for you, but you're going to rise from it. You're going to learn and you're going to rise because you're going within. You already see the situation for what it is. It is very toxic. I want to get a little more on what this is exactly. So we're going to definitely clarify that. And I want to clarify the Empress. Because like I said, I feel like you feel like you're mothering somebody, or you were married to this person, or it was both. Your hopes and fears. Well, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So that's a slow energy. I think you are worried that this might set you back financially. And that might be part of the devil energy as well. So while maybe this person's always needing you and pulling on you for something, and it's toxic, it's, sometimes two people stay together or stay around each other because they can help each other out financially. And so I think you're worried that, okay, it's going to take a while for you to get back up on your feet and get yourself self-sufficient with your financials. And I just think you're worried about how long is it going to take me to start over again on my own. In the future, possible outcome, well, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is very much a fair energy. This is a give and take. I feel you're going to find that you're going to receive help. And then also possibly find yourself in a position where you're dealing with somebody else where it's much an even give and take. Financially. So, while this person may have helped, they may have depended on your money more. Okay, so you might have been the one making more money because, the Empress is the most productive card of the deck. So in the past, you may have had more. And maybe this person started pulling on your resources a little too much. And you're finding yourself worried that it's going to take you a while to get back up on your feet once you finally have this separation and end it. But, future, there's somebody that's going to help you. I do, because that is very much like, and I'm not saying charity as in somebody's going to give you a handout, but I feel that there is going to be help to get you back up on your feet. So let's clarify. Tell me about this devil. Devil, please clarify. Judgment in reverse. Chariot in reverse. 2 more majors on the clarifications. Cancer and Scorpio energy. Wow. Good night. The amount of majors coming out. It's... You're doubting yourself because there's the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. But in your future, you have it in the upright. Yeah, this person was not helpful. They were taking your resources. You were not, you realize you were not going to go anywhere in life with this, some person attached to you. They made you feel guilty. Who is this person? Who is this person to Virgo? Who is this person, please, to Virgo? Death card. Scorpio energy. Somebody with strong Scorpio in their chart. Give me one more. Too many. Another major, the Hierophant. What the hell? You're making some major changes. This is a bad situation. That's Taurus energy. So the Hierophant, can be high level of commitment. So this is somebody that you're married to. And it was like you were always, you may have been older and you may have been the one, whether you're masculine or feminine, you take that as it resonates, could have been a big age gap. This person could have strong Taurus and Scorpio. So it's very much a stubborn, fixed sign. Taurus energy really likes the luxuries of life. So you, as the Empress, probably provided a lot of luxuries for this person, and they did not want to give it up. Like they were gonna suck you dry. It was almost like an abuse of power over you. So this is somebody that you really cared about. They kind of made you feel guilty all the time. All the majors, this is like heavy energy. This is, you're going from, married and in a toxic relationship to you're going to end it. And yeah, it's going to be a slow start for you. Of course it is, because if this person was siphoning off you, not only were they siphoning because you had more financially, but they were mentally messing with you and making you feel guilty. It's like guilty for leaving. But the thing is, your strength is you can go in. That's your power card. When it's time to pull back and take a look at what's wrong with the situation. Clarify the Empress. Tell me more about the Empress in the past. Yeah, I feel like you were making things happen. You were, providing everything. You had everything. That was what it was. You came to the table with everything. And this person didn't come to the table with much. Tell me about the Empress in the past. Sorry, Virgo. This is a heavy one. The Hermit card. Again, another major. Yeah, you're about to like make, I feel like there is so much strong energy. Like the rug is being pulled out from underneath this person. And yeah, I know you're worried about rebuilding yourself, starting over, having to, when you're married, you got to split assets up and, bank accounts and get names off of bank accounts. Like, it's a big deal. It's a slow process, but you're going to be slow and steady. So I know that you're worried about it taking a long time, but I mean, you're better off separating, taking it slow, maybe, having some friends and family help you to get yourself started, even if they're helping you move, whatever that help is for you, take it. Take all the little bit of help you can get, because this person's taken from you. And if you have people around you that are willing to help you in the future, let them do that. And then, oh, by the way, make sure you're dealing with people who are fair, who are gonna, scratch your back because this person was manipulating you and wanted everything that you had. And now we've got the Empress in the reverse. Yeah. You came to the table with everything. You had more. And then over time, you ended up with financial issues with the Empress in the reverse. So you were abundant. Now you're not. And you're realizing this. With the Hermit card, your power card. That was your strength. There it is. There it is again. Your strength is realizing, hey, wait a minute. I came into this relationship with so much. Not that you were doing a scoreboard, but you do realize you're like, wait a minute, I'm the one that showed up and had more. But now it's like, what is this person putting in? They're not putting in anything. And you're realizing this, and that's why you're going to separate. And it's time to, see it, honor that that's what's happened, so you can slowly build yourself back up. I tell you, there's too many, oh my God, there's too many users out there. I know, and I wouldn't say any names, but just personally, I'm not going to say any names, but I can tell you there's about 3 different couples that I'm aware of. The feminines run all over the men. They run ragged on them. these women do nothing, spend money like it's, you know, a fire hose on, and the husband's doing all the work. Going to work, going to the grocery store, dealing with the kids. It's unbelievable. And I'm like, I would never want to be with a man that lets me walk all over him. Like, he, you know, stand up for yourself like you are, right? You're getting to a point where you're going to stand up for yourself, but I'm seeing it more and more. The manipulation, but to be fair, it takes two people. So it's these men also that I'm aware of in these relationships are allowing these women to do this to them. It's flabbergasting to see it, but I mean, that's just not me. I prefer to be fair, but you know, if somebody I'm with gets out of line, I'm gonna be honest and say something. If I get out of line, I want them to be honest and say something to me. You know, that's what it is. It's even given. It's even give and take. The Six of Pentacles. You know, what you put out should come back. Anything from the tea leaf? Yeah, this person was ugh. And the guilt trip, that is the worst. You know what I mean? Coming up with excuses and... Yeah, pineapple, reconciliation. Yeah. Be careful, because this person, when you start to, in the near future, start to separate yourself out, because you're waking up to this, they're going to want to come back. They're going to, you know, try and talk to you again, and because they don't want the resources to go away. They want you there to do what they want, to support their support system. Grapes. Time to get out and have fun. Yeah, it's time. Yeah, the sun. Remember, that was your suggested approach, was to see the light, get out and find your happiness again. So it's time for you, with the grapes, to go out and enjoy yourself, because it looks like you had somebody who was enjoying themselves the whole time that you were with them. Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. It absolutely, 100%. What does that Empress wear? A crown. Okay? They made you in the reverse. So if you're in the reverse, what's going to happen to that crown? It's going to fall off your head. You can't keep that crown on your head. You're going to put the crown back on your head. Okay? Because you're cutting this person loose. I'm not telling you to do that. That's what's coming up in the near future, because you're already getting enlightenment on what this person is doing. They're using you. And you see it. You know it. It's time for you to take the money you make and the abundance you have and go do something for yourself once you separate. Thank you. Confirmation. Let's get an angel number for Virgo. Yeah, you're going to respect yourself again. And you're going to have people around you that will respect the fact, because that's why they're going to want to come in and help, right? They're going to see that you're doing the right thing. You're standing up for yourself, and you're not allowing somebody to manipulate you and keep you into a situation for their own benefit. 1331. Good fortune. Guidance, comfort, prosperity. Major change. What did I say? With all the major arcana, even in the clarifications, you're blowing this out of the water. You're gone. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Your whole life is just gonna completely transform Death card. And you're going to rise like the phoenix. Like, people are going to be, you're going to come back stronger than you were even before you met this person. Because you were abundant and well before you met this person. Once you rise like the phoenix, you are going to bounce back even stronger because you did the right thing. You stood up for yourself. You got out of this. Or you're going to. Sorry. Clarity. Yes, you're gaining clarity because you've got the Hermit twice and it's your strength. Trust in your skills and talents. They are the keys to a bright future. A piece of valuable advice, a moment of clarity, or comforting message is headed your way. Could be this one. Saying, you know, hey, this is coming up. I think you already feel it. You already know it. This is your clarification. Everything is aligning in your favor and success is within reach. So yes, you are going to come out successful. You're going to put that crown back on. You're going to get rid of this person that you're in this commitment with. You're going to kill it. The death is here twice. All right, Virgo. That's what I have for you. I hope it was helpful. I'm sorry you're in this situation, but know that you're taking the right steps. And you're going to look back and you're just going to see it as, that was a lesson. I will never, ever allow myself to get into a situation to where you're having to mother somebody. Okay? They're supposed to be your equal. They're supposed to be there with you. Okay? All right, Virgo. I hope this was helpful. Much love and light. If it resonated, drop a comment, hit the like button, hit the hype. Try to grow the channel. I will talk to you soon.